Yo, yo, yo. Guess where I am? Guess where I am? Ain't no viewers on here yet. We'll wait. We'll wait. Hey guys. Are you doing this from Indianapolis today? We'll wait for some more viewers to get on here. You only need one. You only need one. One. Sorry, guys. You're going to hear me yell a little bit. I do have my daughters with me. Let me turn my camera around for everybody. Hey, Doe. How are you? Let me get this turned around so not everybody's looking at my face. Here we go. We're going to go for a walk. Everybody's down on the corner right now. Okay. Lord have mercy. At Indianapolis, guys. Hey, Nathan. We're going to walk down here. Guys, I got my infamous sign. It's traveled the country with me. Hey, guys, they're going to do the guest speakers down here, just so you know. Well, Doe, it would be better if my daughter would quit doing that daggone air horn. So, oh, sorry, guys. I guess I should have showed you. We have a whole block of cars, and we still have more on the way. We've been listening to them on Zello. They had to stop and use the bathroom. So I guess our thing is all the way around on the other side. That's kind of like, I'm kind of disappointed because I mounted motorcycle speakers on the front of my car, and I have been playing patriotic music all the way from the town where I live, which is Newcastle, to Indianapolis. No, I don't have the horn on a stick. That's Jersey J's thing. I hate it. No, you cannot have my keys.
Oh, but I want my chips.
It's not. Show them your horn. It's an air horn. It's an air horn.
Plus, the thing keeps running out of air.
Yeah, because you keep blowing it too much.
It's a horn. I could use this to wake up the whole house.
Hi, cat lady. Stop. It's getting on my nerves.
Wasn't me that time. See?
One more time. I'm going to knock you in the head with it. That's all it's going to take.
Cole,
That's me.
Danny Williams.
Hi, Danny.
South Boy, Indiana.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. This is Holly Harder.
Hi, Holly. How are you?
This is her husband,
How are you, John?
Hi. Nice to meet you. Sorry, guys. I'm live, so you're going to have like cameras in your faces. Hi, Lou. It's so quiet over here right now.
There's a plane.
Guys need to turn on some music.
Yeah, we didn't bring any.
What time are the speakers starting?
About 1:30, I would say.
Well, guys, I did this cool thing this morning where I mounted motorcycle speakers on the front of my car.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody wants to go listen to some music, my car's out front.
All right.
So we're going to go stir up some traffic until 1:30. That's what I'm going to do.
Great.
I'm going to go back over here, guys, where the traffic drives by till 1:30 when they start speaking. And we're going to try and get cars to honk their horns. I hear cars. Oh, there's somebody's showing up. It's okay to do it when the cars honk. Just not when you're standing next to me. The speakers will start at 1:30.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're going to go back down here with some of the family. I'll go back up when the guest speakers start speaking, just so you guys know. Let's check out some of these cars.
I like the truck. And one at the end. Nah, you're gonna run into a pole.
I'm not going to run into the pole, and if I do, then I'll run into it. Oh, look, they put tinsel on their cars.
Casey.
Look, there's a cool one.
So, can I have that?
Oh, there's more. We always have a gap because we have to leave the intersection open. There's mine. You guys see this cool thing I did? Look at that. That's motorcycle speakers, so I can play music for everybody while I'm driving down the road. More cars. More cars. Today I'm not your mom. Stop. Find somebody else. Oh, they took their flag off.
You're not my mom. Can't tell me stop on the horse. Can I have the car keys?
More cars. More cars. Oh, there's more. Another gap.
I'm out of air.
We're checking out the cars. Please stop.
I just need the car keys.
No, you don't need the car keys.
Yes, I do. I need to get in the car.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You're not going to die.
I'm going to die. I left my soda in there.
There's another one. Peterbilt, you don't hate trucks.
I just
Indiana don't have mask mandates, so why are you here? Because there are still mask mandates in Indiana. They told me to put on a mask when I went in the doctor's office the other day. That's a mandate. And also, I don't give a crap whether they're in Indiana or not, because they're still all over the country. This is a countrywide thing, not just an Indiana thing. Listen, do not make me smack you upside your head on YouTube Live.
I want the key. Thank you guys for watching.
You're welcome. Now I'm going back down here with the people. You don't need another horn.
I still want my headphones.
If you get another horn out of the car, I'm going to whoop you.
They're all in the front seat.
Well, Jenna, come to Indianapolis. You seem mature. Very mature. I like people like you. Thanks, Carter. Look, there's a freedom pup, guys. It's a freedom puppy. Hi, Lamai. Say hi to everybody.
Oh, I want a puppy.
Get out of the car. Let's go. You wanted some. Get what you need and get out of the car.
Why can't I be in the car?
No, my horn is dead.
I should know, honey, but I don't know what it. Yeah,
Might be an
I
Indian
can't
war
see it
step.
well enough to know.
What's he got?
Let's see if we can get some cars to honk. Dun 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 dun. YouTube is shadow banning this live stream. Shocker, right? Well, just start sharing it, guys. We're just waiting till, oh, it's almost time for the speakers. I gotta go around the corner for that. There's a horn. There's some horns. There's some horns. No more traffic. That away. I don't know how to unshadow ban something, so. We're fixing to walk back around. The speakers start in 5 minutes.
I know what to do.
Everybody's on their phones, yo.
I'm talking to Jane.
Young lady, you better chill. Oh, look, there's my banner. All right, guys, the speakers start in just a couple minutes, so I'm going to head over there. I don't know why they put them back there. They've guest speakers over on the other side. Mm-hmm. I'd have put them right here in front. Hey, cat lady. So I'm walking back around the corner to where the speakers are going to be, because I like to be right in front of the building, but they put them on the side. So I'm walking around to the side of the building. That's all right, cat lady. There's a lot of stuff going on up in Canada right now that everybody should be paying attention to, because we are probably next. Everybody's coming this way. And probably everybody's probably watching their own state right now too. That's probably what I would be doing. Watching my own state. I'm gonna stay back here while I'm smoking. I'm just staying back here because I'm smoking, yo. Remember, guys, like, share, subscribe. Guys, share to get the word out. 50 states, 50 capitals today, guys. If you're in Indiana, share away. This is the Indianapolis State Capitol. Just waiting on the speakers to start. Hey, James or Jeff, if you're on here, can you go see if I'm live on Facebook? It's really weird that I don't have any Facebook comments yet. I don't know who we got back here. There's a group of people back there. Everybody's all sprawled out. There's a fire truck. Oh, I can't. Does that say Maryland?
I said Maryland Heights. There's a firefighter. Yeah.
There's what?
There's a firefighters convention this weekend.
Oh, well, at least the firefighters are honking at us.
Yeah, there was a couple standing up at the fire station over there waving at us.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, good. I'm glad that I'm on Facebook. It's just normally I have someone pop on and say something.
Pretty much.
All right, guys, share away. Our guest speakers should be starting anytime. We are live at Indianapolis. There should be lives coming from every state capital in the country right now. So you're welcome. Remember, guys, if you didn't give StreamYard permission to show your name, just put your name at the beginning of your sentence so I know who I'm talking to. Because for me, it just says Facebook user. Should have brought chairs, I guess. There's still more people like sitting down there. Oh, hey, cat lady.
I recognize you.
Me?
Nicole?
I am Nicole, yes.
Karen?
Nice to meet you. I'm waiting for everybody kind of be together so it doesn't look so tiny. Like everybody's all sprawled out right now.
Yep. Any other trucks coming?
I thought there were going to be some. None came in with me. But I thought that there was still a group on the bypass. So,
465.
yeah.
Is anybody speaking today?
Yeah, they're supposed to start at 1:30. They're a little bit late.
We'll have that.
Yeah, if I could watch it on my television, I sure would make that choice too.
I was hoping the convoys would bring some people.
Well,
I know.
I think we might be waiting on that last group. Yes, everybody here has flags today. Ugh, I want to take my sunglasses off. It's too bright.
Not gonna make any progress.
All right, guys, share away. 50 states, 50 capitals, live at Indianapolis. Just waiting on them to start speaking. Let's walk down here and see what we got going on. I see some cars with some signs in them. What?
You left me.
I didn't leave you. No, I did not.
Okay, my headphone going back in.
Okay. See, there's some stuff that I know that
I don't see a lot of signage down here, but I do see this truck. So I don't know how many of these vehicles are with us.
Mom?
What?
There's a bathroom inside.
You can't go inside. You have to hold it for a little bit.
Where's Anna?
We're gonna come back up this way. I think if I turn it sideways, you guys get a better view. There you go. Need to find a good place. Hi.
My name's Donna.
It's nice to meet you.
On Facebook.
Nice to meet you.
Too. I've been with the People's Convoy and then Indiana Fighting for Freedom. And I love how the plan comes together when they all are united.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Yours too.
Well, we got another group on their way. I just got a
Good.
message.
Good.
So,
Yeah. Ready for more people turn out.
yeah, I'm live, so I can't read the message, but they just text me something about getting ready to head downtown. So,
hello, my patriots. How's everybody doing this afternoon?
see ya.
I heard a bunch of horns honking, and that's what we're here for, man. We're here to bring awareness to everybody about all these issues that that we came together and we're protesting. And we've got some great speakers lined up. I just want to thank you all for being here. And I want to introduce Jimmy Woods. He started Indiana Fighting for Freedom. I'm Danny Williams with the People's Convoy in Indiana. Turn it up. Oh, there we go. See, I can hear myself like right in my ear. But anyway, we're glad to be a part of this. And this is Holly Harder. She's helped us out a lot. And we got some great speakers here for you. And I'd like to introduce Andrew Horning. He'd like to come and speak. He's a Libertarian candidate for U.S. Congress, District Number 8. And I'll let you introduce yourself the rest of the way.
Vote Libertarian!
Well, it's always good hearing somebody knows who the Libertarian is. Yeah, thanks. I'm Andy Horning, and yes, I'm running for District 8. That's the southwest southwest chunk of Indiana. Geographically, it's the biggest. It goes from North Dakota all the way down. So that's...
You broke it. Trying to fix the speaker, guys.
Mom, where did Anna go?
Follow the cord. Make sure it didn't come out of the generator. Yeah, it's on. Just make sure it didn't come unplugged.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the giant statue.
Okay. Well, stay on this side where I can see you, please.
With the giant statue.
You heard me. Probably on Facebook or YouTube.
Were you at the truck stop?
Yeah.
Which one? Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's where she's
Yeah.
from.
Anyway, I don't know what you guys have heard so far. I'm sorry I didn't miss the speakers this morning. But what I want to talk about It worked? Okay. Well, now that I'm hardwired in. guess I can't walk as much, but what I'm going to be talking about has nothing to do with COVID or masks. It has very little to do with big pharma. It's got almost nothing to do with the specific mandates and prohibitions that we've been suffering the last couple of years. It's all about government authority under the Constitution and our role in enforcing it and what Election Day is actually all about. And so really my point in talking today is kind of twofold. One, most people don't know some of the basics of what our government is supposed to be and who authorized it. And the constitutions are the literal authority of our government. And if you think about like what the amendments 9 and 10 are all about, Amendment 9 means we have rights that are not specified. In fact, if the rights are not specifically taken away in the Constitution, we've got all the rights. Government, on the other hand, under the 10th Amendment, has no powers that are not specifically granted to it. So government is supposed to be very specifically restricted by constitutions. In other words, constitutions, state and federal, are a leash on governments, not on us. And so it's very clear, like in Indiana Constitution, Article 1, Section 25, no law shall be passed. The taking effect of it shall be made to depend upon any authority except as provided in this Constitution. So it's very clear in state and federal constitutions that our government has no authority that's not been specifically granted to it. A key example, I think, is very important in this case that I wish everybody would kind of focus on a little bit. Remember the 18th Amendment? That was the only time our government had granted itself, through us, through our votes, our states ratified the 18th Amendment to prohibit the manufacture, sale, and distribution, not consumption, it's manufacture, sale, and distribution of intoxicating liquors, only intoxicating liquors. That 18th Amendment was repealed and nullified by the 21st Amendment. And you know what replaced that authority to prohibit the manufacture, sale, or distribution of anything? Nothing. Nothing replaced the 18th Amendment. So our government has no authority to prohibit the manufacture, sale, or distribution of anything. Now, constitutionally speaking, that's a huge thing. So you think about the number of pages written about the sale of cabbage, for instance, all of the legal mumbo jumbo that we have. I work in the medical industry, and a good part of what we have to do is comply with rules that are not even written by lawmakers anymore. These unelected bureaucrats and executive agencies are spitting out rules like watermelon seeds and machine gun bullets that all of us have to obey. All of that's unconstitutional. Another thing about the 18th and 21st Amendments. The 18th Amendment never prohibited the consumption of even intoxicating liquors. So when the agencies that later became the ATF, those people who poisoned the alcohol supplies and killed at least 10,000 people intentionally to prohibit the consumption of alcohol, that was never authorized in our Constitution. So the reason that is an important thing now is because we may win this fight with prohibitions and masks and mandates and all this kind of stuff in this particular thing. But we're losing the war.
Really?
And we don't understand that our government has grabbed powers that are unauthorized. They have taken powers that are completely anti-constitutional. In other words, they're executing power without authority. And that is messing up our lives in every aspect of our lives. It's not just these mask mandates and prohibitions. It's not just that they prohibit us from getting medications that actually do work, cheap medications, cheap, easily available medications that are effective treatments against COVID. The fact that these things were prohibited, none of that is constitutional. Now, when all of this started years ago, I actually wrote a piece for the Indiana Policy Review Foundation about Indiana specifically, and how our governor took authority that was never granted to him constitutionally. And the fact that our legislators, who are the only ones constitutionally who have any sort of emergency powers, they were all too eager to let our governor take the hit and make the hard decisions when they should have been the ones to do it. Constitutionally speaking, there should have been an emergency session. Constitutionally speaking, the legislators should have done something about that and withdrawn the authority that they unconstitutionally granted to the governor. But none of these people ever did that. And that brings me to kind of the second part. So I've discussed a little bit about the authority. Most of what our government does right now is unconstitutional. And it's not just COVID stuff, it's everything. Almost nothing that our government does these days is constitutionally authorized. That includes the spying that we caught them doing against us, poisoning alcohol supplies way back when, all of the wars that have been undeclared, and we've been gaslighted about why we were in them. All of that's unconstitutional. But the important thing is what we can do about it. And what we have to realize is that the whole point of elections is not to hire politicians. It's not. Politicians hire themselves all over the planet without elections. There have been politicians ever since there have been more than 2 people. And most of them, all throughout history.
Can you hear me? Okay, I messed things up. My bad.
We've got, more than half the nations in the UN are they're non-democratically elected governments. So elections are not about hiring politicians. They do that themselves just fine. The whole point of elections is our power, a peaceful revolution, so that we don't have to have the
convoys
power.
have already
So
rolled in.
There's
still
your
one
vote
more
is
on
not
the
a
way.
poker chip. Your vote is a weapon. And unfortunately, what we've been doing for the longest time is just casting our votes as if it was all about odds and, oh, well, these guys are going to win anyway. And as a libertarian, the thing I hear all the time is, gosh, I wish I could vote for you. Well, doggone it, what are you doing with your vote? And what have we been doing with our vote? The re-election rates in the U.S. House of Representatives have not gone below 90% since the 1980s. 90%. And almost about 90% of us, it's actually coming down just in the last 2 election cycles. But up until recently, over 90% of us never voted outside the status quo. We voted for only Democrats and Republicans. And what most people don't know, I was just talking about this with somebody earlier, thank you for bringing it up, but one of the things that people don't know is that this whole 2-party system thing is not just unconstitutional, not just that our founders warned us against it, but it's also recent. We didn't even have primary elections until the 1970s. And the laws that keep other candidates and other parties off the ballots, these are not just recent. They've been getting worse and worse. And since Ross Perot scared the major parties years and years ago, they doubled the signature requirements for minor parties to get on the ballot in Indiana. Doubled the signature requirements. So one of the things that I think we need to understand is that what we have been voting for, and yes, there is election fraud. I documented it, my election team documented it in 1994. We proved it. We didn't do anything, nobody did anything about it. A lot of people haven't cared until recently. But the fact that, yes, most of us have been choosing what we've already got. Most of us have been complaining about what we've been choosing. And it's only recently that, thank God for people like you starting to push back. Thank God we're starting to see some people pushing back against mandates. They open their businesses when they're told to be closed. They're doing things that they're not supposed to do because constitutionally they're supposed to do those things. We are supposed to be free in this country. Free not just to run our businesses and live our lives, but free to push back against governments who are now trying to shut us up. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention recently to what our government has been doing lately. We now have not just a Ministry of Truth here in the United States. This goes back, back in February, the Department of Homeland Security, they issued a bulletin that talked about most of you people could be classified as terrorists now because you're here today and what you're doing could be considered based on misinformation and could be promoting misinformation and could be anti-government. And so I am a constitutionalist. I am all about governing government. I am actually pro-government. I want to govern our government. But my being here today, me saying these things through this microphone, that would label me anti-government because I'm against a corrupt, unconstitutional, unrestrained, dangerous, and destructive and inherently divisive government. So that brings me to what we do about it. I hate to say, that the 2-party system itself is the evil, because it really isn't. I know an awful lot, some of my best friends and family members, I love a lot of the Republicans I've known through the years. I ran as a Republican in 2004. I love the people I met there. I know a lot of wonderful Democrats. I wish Democrats and Republicans could get talking more than they have been lately, because we've got more common ground than we think. And I think that the fact that the two-party system is inherently divisive, it inherently divides us in every aspect, whether we're talking about gender, sex, war, personal, anything. We're divided along political party lines now. And that doesn't have to be, because most Democrats don't think the way most Republicans think they do. Most Republicans don't think the way most Democrats think they do. We need to talk among ourselves. And so while I'm saying some things against the two-party system in terms of its corruption and how it's come to be and how our founders warned us against it, the first thing that we have to fix is ourselves. Our government is our reflection. It's our avatar. It's our armed and dangerous avatar. And for anything to get better, we have to make it happen, because it is reflecting us. You have an amen or a question? So my point here is we have to change our hearts and minds. We have to understand, in order for us to realize that we have the power to change things, we have to understand that we had the power to screw things up. And so what has to happen at this point is, when you guys leave here, I hope you grab a Democrat, if you're a Democrat, grab a Republican, start talking, start communicating among each other, start talking about options to this whole stupid system of Democrats and Republicans when there have always been other options. I happen to be just one of them. I'm hoping you're going to pay attention to libertarians, because frankly, what I'm talking about today is what we've been talking about since the beginning of our party. It's returning back to what the founders had in mind for this country, where it's all about individual liberty and keeping government on a leash. And despite all the laws that we propose to try to do things for us, I got to tell you, you guys are the only leash that ever really matters. The Constitution was very easy to trample on. I love the Constitutions. I love what they say, but those are just words written by smart guys a couple hundred years ago. And the action of the arms and legs of constitutions have to be you. There is no way around this. We have to change the way we vote. We have to wield our votes as weapons, and we have to make this next election the peaceful revolution that we've needed for a long time. Thanks. Oh, by the way, my campaign manager would get really mad at me if I didn't mention horningforcongress.com. So the number 4, horningforcongress.com, if you want to find out more about me. Thanks.
All right, yeah, thank you, Andy. I think Andy gets it about how, they work for us and to get the government back to we the people. And so we have another gentleman here that's running for Indiana Secretary of State, Diego Morales. So Diego, if you'd like to come up and speak for a little bit for us.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? In the back? Yes? Yes, all right. Diego Morales here, U.S. Army veteran, fellow patriot, and a proud deplorable, running for the Indiana Secretary of State. If we don't protect our elections now, we won't have a country soon. I am going to be the defender, the protector of our elections. You know why? Because of my story. I'm a proud American. I am a proud pusher. My job is to be the defender of our elections. And how are we going to do that? We are going to do it by cleaning the border rolls, by strengthening voter ID laws. Every single American should show an ID, and they need to be U.S. citizens. Only U.S. citizens should vote at local, state, and federal elections. We need to limit absentee ballots. My job is to encourage you to get to the polls on election day, not election month.
Yeah.
Come on. If we love our country, we need to get to the polls on election day. You know, I've been an international election observer. I went to other countries to oversee their elections. You know what I learned? Countries in Europe or Latin America or even third world countries, they have their elections only on one day, usually on a Sunday. They go to the polls from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. They show their ID. They have purple ink, and they proudly display that they just voted. And then guess what? They start counting the ballots after that. So why cannot do that here? Why not? Now, here is why. You know why? Because people love power and control. It comes down to that. And that is why I am an option for you. If you are a delegate here, I don't know where you're from, which county. We have all 92 counties, obviously in the state of Indiana. I met with delegates from Jennings County, from Jay County. I need you. I need you to stand by me, and I need you to win on Tuesday so you can vote for me at the state convention. I need your prayers. I need your support. Look, I'm not doing this to be important. I'm doing this because this is my duty. Let me just share this with you. Some of you know my story. I'm first generation immigrant who came to America the right way, the legal way, respecting the rule of law, because we are a nation of laws, okay? But I came to America just like your ancestors. Probably they came many generations ago to the greatest country on earth. And you know why America is so special? May I say exceptional? Because you can be anything if you're willing to work hard and sacrifice. So when I came to America, I came here to give, to contribute, to serve. You know the first thing that I did? I went to enlist in the United States military, willing to die for all of you wearing that uniform. But I did that with a green card in my wallet, legally. It took me almost 10 years to become a naturalized citizen. So I tell people, I was born to be an American. And my duty is to protect this great country and great state. So guess what? If anybody tells you do not show your ID, that's wrong. Because it is common sense. I will be more than happy to show my naturalization certificate to anybody. And if you are born and raised in the greatest country on earth, I'm thinking you have no problem to say, hey, here's my birth certificate or my ID. It's just common sense. You see, I have the story to protect our elections because it's never been about me. But I want to do it the right way through hard work by earning your support. I'll leave you with this. When I crisscrossed all 92 counties, I've seen your heart. You have welcomed me in your business, in your homes. I have experienced true kosher hospitality. So when people talk about racism, I don't know what they're talking about. When people are promoting CRT, which is wrong, critical race theory is wrong. We should be teaching our children how to even balance their own checkbook. That's what we should be doing in patriotism. When people are promoting these mandates, which by the way, I'm against it. I'm against the vaccine mandate, the mask mandate. I'm against all of that. Or when someone vetoes a transgender bill, which is wrong. You know, we need to protect women's sports, Euro sports, here in our state and our country. So I want you to know, I'm going to be the defender of our elections, but also I'm going to stand by our conservative values. Because I am 100% pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, pro-traditional marriage, pro-family, pro-business, all pro, right? Make no mistake, I'm doing this simply to continue to repay my debt of gratitude to all of you. I owe it to you. This is why I'm running for Secretary of State. Because protecting your liberties and your freedoms starts at the ballot box, at the polls. There is nothing for me here. I love America. I love Indiana. And this is, in the book of Esther, it says, at such a time as this, I truly believe at such a time as this, God brought me to the greatest country on earth to be the defender of our elections. Because if we don't protect our elections now, we won't have a country soon. God bless you all. Keep up the good fight, and let's take our country back. Thank you.
Well, everybody, we got a convoy rolling in here in a few, and they're going to be making a whole lot of noise. I'm not sure if we could have speakers up next right now, because unless you don't mind getting interrupted, because it's a huge convoy of maybe 50 vehicles that are going to be tooting their horns coming through here. But Rhonda or John, which one of you'd like to speak next?
We can either have it. We'll take a vote. How's that? We can either continue with the speakers, or we can line up the streets with our voices, our flags, and our signs, and welcome the convoy.
I vote for the streets.
Yeah, let's welcome the convoy.
You know which direction they're coming from? Down Capitol. Okay.
Follow the flag. Follow you, Chris. Follow the flag.
Got another convoy coming in, guys. We're gonna go welcome them in. Swear to God, there's a dead animal over here somewhere.
It smells like propane.
No, it smells like a dead animal.
Oh, it's bad.
It's probably a dead mouse or something in the bush. There's a convoy coming in, so we're all coming out here to wave them in.
Welcome them. Because we're nice people.
I don't know. I'm assuming they're close because he sent me a text a little bit ago and said they were getting back on 465 or something. Huh? They're already here. All right, guys. So we timed out on our speakers. Took a little break. We got a convoy coming in. So we took a break to welcome them in. I'll stand right in the middle of the road.
We don't have to go there.
No.
Fight each other.
Yes. Just smack them upside the head. I think. It's a mix of different people.
Can I have the key so I can get my soda?
Waiting on the next convoy to get here. We've already had 2 show up. I believe this is the last one. That's what we're doing. We're waiting on the last convoy.
Do you think is Vince coming here?
No. Remember, guys, share away. It's the only way to get the word out is to share the live streams. Waiting on the next convoy. I got freaking bees flying around my head. Here. Waiting on the convoy, waiting on the convoy. Let's go turn on some music while we're waiting. Hey, hurry up and put my key in. Turn my car on. Sorry, guys. I'm still here. Just so you know. There's my speakers. I do not own the rights to this music. crap. I gotta stay by my car because my Wi-Fi went off on my music device.
This is a rubber duck, and I'm about to put a hammer on down.
Careful, yes.
Yeah, the smokies was thick as bugs on a bummer. They even had a bear in the air. I said, it's calling on trucks since the years are done. We about to go along the fair.
Oh crap, what'd I do? Just so y'all know, I'm on top of my car. Still waiting on them. Still waiting. Yo, other side. Go out the other side. What are you doing? I need you to get out of the car for a minute. Get me one of my horns out of the front seat. Just lay it up here. Still waiting on them. Huh? What the crap is wrong with my phone? Also, I do not own the rights to this song either. I'm hoping that you can't really hear it too much. Waiting on the last group to get here. I need one of those little scooter things, yo. Excuse the language on the song. I don't know if you guys can see everybody waiting down there. They should be getting close. I think I hear horns, but I'm not positive. Is that them? Yep, I see semi. They're coming! Stop touching me. It's all right. It's them talking on the way around. They're on the same channel. Okay, take that back. I don't know where the semi went that I seen. But she can hear them on the CB, so they're within a mile. Oh, I see them. Okay, they're right here. All right. They're at the red light getting ready to turn on, guys. Oh. Sorry. Here they come. There they are. Here they come, guys. I see the flags. They're stopped at the red light. There they are. What happened? Here they come. Calm down a little bit. I want to come up there. Careful, that poor lady's ears. Get me another one. gotta get down off the roof of my car somehow. Stevie, put this in the car. Stevie, here's one. Here's two. Yeah, they're cold. I've been beeping them. There's three. Oh, shit. Nope, it's good. It's my Wi-Fi box. Are you staying in the car?
Yeah. Hey, can you turn on the cold air?
No, I'm not turning on the cold air. But here, lock the car if you get out. Do what? Oh, okay. We'll figure it out. Yeah, you gotta put the key in. Speakers are on a toggle. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Indiana. No, Stevie's in the car. Let's go back to where we were. There is a dead animal somewhere in that grass. I know it. I can smell it.
Oh, there's technically a dead
Oh, crap.
animal right there.
I think I left my, oh no, I gave my air horns back. Thought I left them on top of my car. Right, we're gonna go back over here. Back to the speakers platform. Are they parking and joining us?
Yes.
Sweet. Oh, excuse me.
That was incredible, guys. That was awesome. Woohoo!
Are they parking out here on Capitol?
Out here on Capitol.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are they going around again?
yeah, they're gonna park in lane 2. That's what a protest is, yo. They're gonna park in the second lane. They're coming back around, yo.
I think so.
Yeah, they're gonna park in this lane out here.
Coming back to park.
What if you have something real tall?
They're gonna park in the turn lane. That's what they're gonna do. Here they come. Yeah, they're coming to park right here in the turn lane. No, right here, this lane.
Oh, this lane right here?
Yep. That's how you protest. Oh, there's the cops too.
I stand right here and can you get your video?
Yeah, you're fine.
I don't actually have to.
Huh. I thought they were parking in lane 2. We're going to give them room. They're all gonna. Some of them are gonna try and squeeze in right here. Hey, how are you? Look who made it. Tell them to go around. It's a protest.
They ain't going nowhere. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. Standing here watching y'all pull in. I almost cried.
Now you guys can pull forward give one more spot. Turn your blinkers on.
I have an idea that we leave here, we all leave here, and we go around Monument Circle a little bit, right down center town.
Yep. Around Monument Circle.
That's the center of town. Big old circle. Just take the whole circle.
Is it open?
I don't know. We'll have to go Google it.
All right, guys, check it out. All the groups are here together. TPC, AFC, Indiana Freedom Movement. You know what that means? It's called working together. Working together, guys. Multiple groups, all at one place. You may.
I'm sorry when it happened, you know, everything, but I'm glad we're all still standing.
Yes, ma'am.
No matter what group we're for.
That's right. I ain't going nowhere.
All of them.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, that's what they said they were doing, parking in lane 2. I would suggest, though, because you're in the intersection, pulling up behind the buggy. Yep, I'd tell those people to stay there. Tell them to stay there so they don't block the intersection here. Yep. Just turn on the blinkers. Everybody turn on their blinkers that are parked out here in the lane. Turn on your flashers. Flashers. Just turn on your flashers. You guys are gonna stay right here. Okay. All right. Everybody's all together. Well, we're at the Capitol building right now, not the circle. The plan is to convoy the circle after this. 2 rows, guys. 2 rows in front of the building. Okay, someone lost a window flag. I have it on their first go around. Well, our group just doubled. Someone lost a window flag on their way around the first time. Someone lost a window flag on your first loop. I think it might belong to this gray car, maybe. They only got one.
I'm thinking maybe, yeah.
We lost one on the way down.
I've lost a few within the last month and a half. What's that car say on it? Because I don't know what they look like. So the awake, not woke. Okay. It's all right. We shall find the owner. No, someone did. Who drives the awake, not woke?
We do.
Did you have 2 flags on your car?
Just one.
Oh, okay. Someone lost the window flag. There you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I risked my life to get that flag. I'm just playing.
Yeah. It was staying on, and then all of a sudden it was
All right. Are we going to go back over and finish our speakers? Or are we all just going to hang out? Yeah, we weren't done.
Woo, this is fun.
Yeah. Did you look? Come look what I did to my car. Come on. Come on, come on. You're going to love this.
I talked to Santa. They're on their way back east. And they ain't playing around. They said it's time to come back. They're nice guys.
Yep, it is time. I've got groups idle, ready to come back.
Good, good. And everybody's invited. Nobody's not being turned down.
Exactly.
You know, we get
Can we go find a bathroom now?
You're going to have your sister walk you down here to the coffee shop.
we get trouble, we'll take care of it then. Oh my God, that is awesome.
So I'm one of those people who know, like, you can do anything with anything.
Right.
And I was trying to figure out how to put speakers on the outside of my car.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, you didn't.
I did.
Awesome.
I rigged up motorcycle speakers
That is
on the
awesome.
outside of my car.
And then you got a microphone.
I got, well, it's Bluetooth, so I can through my phone.
Oh, it's awesome.
And then, well, it's got an auxiliary, so if I wanted to get a mic,
right,
I could hook into that. And I got all the strobes on my car too now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've been in Hagerstown since the beginning of March.
Yeah, I've seen you on the other channels and stuff.
Yep.
Like,
That's a real cop.
she looks familiar. It's like,
We didn't do it. It's the
That's
ambulance. It's the Indiana ambulance.
Ambulance.
Okay, can you hold this for just a second? I got to strip a little bit.
Oh, nice. Trying to get that here on live. That's not good.
Yeah. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
That's our other job. That's our other job.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm getting hot.
How do you think we support all this? You know.
Yeah.
We get up on that pole too.
Oh, there we go. Of course, my kid's got my keys. Well, Nobody steals my hoodie.
You don't have any flyers and stuff with you, do you?
I do.
Do you?
I do. Hold on. My
Grab
kids
out
have
there.
my.
People are gonna start showing up to see what's going on.
Their AFC flyers.
How you doing?
Have they started doing the speaking yet?
Yeah, speaking's over.
No, it's not over. We only got through 2 speakers, and then we came out here to.
Oh, hear us.
Yes.
Where are they at? Where are they set up at?
On the other side of the building.
Oh, okay.
But I'll grab, if you want to go that way, I'll grab a stack of flyers as soon as I find my kid.
I don't think they're gonna do anything. We can just leave them there.
I remember your name now. Nicole.
Yes,
yeah.
that's me. That's me.
Meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Okay, we're friends on Facebook.
Are we?
Yes, yes.
What's your name?
Vega.
Oh, yes, you're right. You're right.
Okay,
Yes,
Take care.
you
Miss
too.
Nicole.
Girl.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. This is my husband, Joe.
Hi, Joe. Nice to meet you. I would hug you, but I don't know you. Get ready to plug your ears.
Yep.
Stevie, I need my key.
Lord.
I got flyers in my car.
Oh. So is there any more speakers? Or?
Yes,
And
we
is
only
it
got through
on
2.
this side or on
They're
the far side?
right just around the corner here.
Okay.
We paused
People down there.
while y'all come in. Huh?
People down there. They asked if we were going to the rally tonight.
Not.
Also,
I don't know.
nothing about cop stuff.
Well, I don't know where it's at either. You're going to have to walk down and find one.
Hey. Well, I'll let it figure it out. You're supposed to have a permit to fly through.
Not if you're protesting.
Well, they got my buddies last time we were here.
Ow. Actually, if they wanted to get a really good picture, when we were here back at the beginning of the month, the 1st and the 2nd, a guy went right up on that parking garage, got all the way up on top, and was able.
Here?
Uh-huh.
I was here.
On the 1st and the
So
2nd?
they all sat on the lawn and they had the big thing about medical freedom?
No. That wouldn't have been the 1st and the 2nd.
Man, I don't remember what day it was.
Yeah, April 1st and 2nd.
Okay, no, it wasn't.
What?
We're gonna walk to that waterfall. We're all going.
Okay, look for a bathroom, a restaurant with a bathroom on the way. Be careful. Excuse me, pay attention to the street crossing sign.
It says walk.
Go! That's why it's giving you a countdown.
I told her, I said, I worked at the Westin for 5 years. I'll take you in there.
All right, guys, guess what? Thanks, Dad. Yeah. Well, I'm shocked. My girls had the option to go into a birthday party or coming with me, and they chose me.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm coming. Got some flyers to hand out. I ran back to my car to get them. I need a GoPro. I just decided that. Yeah. Oh, Ann made them for me. My best friend. I have all kinds of. Oh, well, I'll tell Ann. I'll see if she wants to start taking orders. Okay. Yeah. You know, some people just don't want to accept things from others, and that's okay. I missed one of the speakers. They're pretty cool. They're just informational.
That's all we need. That's all we need.
Pretty much on the back. I mean, the mission statements are so close that.
Oh, yeah. We're all about the same thing.
There you go.
Can't wait to get this all back together. It's going to be crazy.
Yep.
They have invested against John Jacob more money than they spent in the entire last election in order to elect representatives. I want you to become familiar with the term, that a name of a law firm, Frost, Brown, Todd. Frost, Brown, Todd, a globalist lawyer group.
Okay, just make sure I still have Wi-Fi and still charging.
Has ties to Mitch McConnell, has ties to Trey Grayson, to the deep state. And they are investing, Frost Brown Todd is investing in supposed election integrity. They were the
No, them are ambulances. I know the cops because you'll hear whoop, 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 whoop. I still have enough voice to do it.
It was the Zuckerberg bucks. They were involved in that in order to give us election integrity. I love how Diego talked about election integrity here in the state of Indiana. My friends, the integrity of our elections here in the state of Indiana is far from a high value. We need to be replacing Paul Sullivan. We need to stand up. We have those who love patriotism, those that love the Constitution. Words of the Constitution and the Bible have been identified. We have clear evidence to show the entrenchments of people like Roderick Grant and Todd Houston.
He's not here, is he? Trying to silence us.
There's clear evidence to show Roderick Grant and Todd Houston being involved in the entrenchment of globalist control inside of Indiana. I want to name to you some people who have stood up and said they're going to defend the Constitution and they're going to follow the Bible. People such as John Jacob, Rusty Johnson, David Hewitt, Kurt Knisley, Richard Bagsby, Crystal Sisson, Serena Williams, Marissa Sweet, Luke Campbell, Melissa Metzger, and Paul the Cultivator are ones that you can look at and they say we will follow the Constitution and they actually need it.
We had a 2-hour rally this morning. Now we're going to have another rally when we go back.
They understand that it is something that they must follow. After May the 3rd, when they are elected at the end of in the general election, they put their left hand on the Bible, they put their right hand in the air, and they swear to uphold the Constitution. They really mean it.
No way I'm missing out. I work for him. I'm his mouse.
But my friends, we have a fight that is truly a fight. It is a giant bigger than any of us.
Oh, I got one in my car. Thank you. I carry it on me at all times.
They wish to take you down. Each and every single one of you, as has already been mentioned, is that they've already identified all of us. If you think that the election was just a little beaten, how many of you would say, yeah, it was just a little You said that COVID just seemed like it was just a little bit of an overstretch. Yeah, there was a real disease, but it was like it was more of a pandemic than it was a pandemic. Like that in that group? And you celebrate, how many of you celebrate Christmas or Easter? How many of you say that you're that kind of person? All of y'all are a bunch of domestic terrorists. When we just say we want to think for ourselves. How many of you believe that there's an almighty God in heaven? And I'll tell you, he's fighting on your side. But we must pick up the sword of our votes in order to be able to vote for those that love our state, that love our country, that love our Bible, in order to
know whatever happened, we get blamed for it.
in order to let freedom ring in the Hoosier state, you must be involved on the return. I want each of you to go on election day. I know we're in the middle of election season. We need to get that repealed back. It's election day, not election season. Amen. Once we get that, but when the next next legislative session happens in 2023, in January of 2023, we need each and every one of you like this on a daily basis coming here to the state capitol. You know, right now there are lies that are going out that they voted in order to stop CRT. Can I tell you what we call that in West Central Indiana? Hogwash. They didn't have any plan. We had perfectly good bills that were going to provide penalties in order to stop critical race theory, comprehensive sex ed, and to be able to stop that debauchery from being taught inside of our schools, to take pornography out of the libraries, and the establishment Republicans here squashed those bills. People had the nerve, such as Representative Bob Bailey had the nerve to say, I don't have time in order to hear that bill inside of my committee. And then he goes and schedules 2 more bills that very day that he doesn't have time.
Throw them out!
But they're investing money. Frost Brown Todd is throwing money. Stand up for Hoosier education. Put money $2,200. But then when I look at Flynn's campaign finance report, $2,200 for Stand Up Education. But then I look at the campaign finance report from the PAC Stand Up Education, and they've given 0 money out. Why? The difference. Which one's the lie? There's a lot of explaining that's going to have to happen. How do you have one campaign finance report say we got $2,200, and the other campaign finance report says $0 wasn't spent? Something's fishy. We've got to rise up. We've got to force the political pain in order to be able to get the answers that we must have. I love the statement, demonstrable proof of large amounts of angry voters gets things done at the Indiana State Capitol. The wave is coming. But it can't stop on May the 3rd. It can't stop in the general election. It has to continue through the legislative session that we can get victory. God is on our side. We can get victory if we continue. It is a David and Goliath moment, but God guided that wonderful stone as David went and slung it over his head, and one little stone went up in the air, and the giant came tumbling down. Thank you so much. How about the John Birch Society? We've been fighting against the critical race theory since 1960. And I tell you, when you fight against that, they call you racist. If you've not been called racist this past year, you ain't doing your job.
Amen.
Thanks so much for coming out today.
It's so great we got some users for some organizations that did, and we're just hoping and praying, man. Just everybody's got to pray and make it happen. Our next speaker is with Purple for Parents Indiana. We have Rhonda Miller. And let her introduce what she does with her organization. Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. We are the only statewide grassroots educational organization that is fighting back on all of the indoctrination and the sexualization of our children.
That's right.
So I want you to find us on Facebook. We have just joined Truth Social.
Yes.
Find us there as well, okay? So how are all of my fellow domestic terrorists doing today? Woo! Yes, freedom. So I'm going to go over a few things today and help educate you a little more for those of you who probably don't know. First of all, let me say it's an honor to be here. Yes. To stand alongside fellow Hoosiers, fellow Americans, and fellow freedom fighters, okay? There's no denying that we are living in very precarious times, right? The liberty and freedom that generations before us fought and died for is literally hanging on the balance. Friends, we are at war, and we have to start thinking that way, and we have to start fighting it as such a war, okay? It's an informational war, it's a psychological war, and we have to be prepared to fight it as such. God did not call us to be couch sitters, did he? Jesus said, occupy till I come. And that is what we are to do. And that involves picking up your sword, and going to battle. John just alluded to that. That is what we need to do. We need to rebuild our portion of the wall, the Nehemiah story, right? Right now, our children are under attack. They are being used as weapons of choice by the deep state to take down our country from within. Unbeknownst to us, many Nazi mind control scientists were brought to America by our own government. They were installed through Operation Paperclip into many of our institutions from the top down. We are now seeing the bottom-up approach, and that's what we're finding. They began attacking us from within. And how many times were we warned that was going to happen? What we are seeing from our schools today has been a slow march through those institutions, and will continue if we don't intervene. Our children are in immediate danger from the mental mind manipulation of our taxpayer-funded government schools. They're being sexually groomed in every sense of the term, in the intent of hooking them on pornography and drugs. Friends, we don't have time to waste. Our liberty and freedom depend on who fights hardest for the children. Right now, they are in the clutches of the enemy. We must fight to protect them. When President Carter gave the Department of Education to the teachers' unions as payback for their help in helping get him elected, they essentially took control of our education. Local control of education changed from that day forward. Fast forward to today, and teachers' unions have the ears of our legislators in the very halls of this building. Teachers' unions control what happens inside our taxpayer-funded schools. Inside, Indiana is at the forefront of the sexual perversion being directed on our children. We're all seeing it. We all know it's there. We are home to one of the most notorious pedophiles to have ever lived. How many of you knew that? Indiana is home to Alfred Kinsey on the campus of Indiana University. Through Kinsey's rape and torture of infants, he deemed that children are sexual from birth. That is what's driving the sexual perversion in our schools. He was mentor to Hugh Hefner, who then became his pamphleteer, and that's how Playboy started. That's why we have pornography in our schools. Through the rape and torture of infants, they deemed the children are sexual from birth, and therefore can be groomed by anyone, including adults. Hoosiers are now funding the Kinsey Institute. Did you know that? They're still in existence. They still groom. They have an app that people can, from across the world, any rapist, any child molester can rape a child, molest a child, take the survey and send the statistics in. They are still collecting this data. It's just like they did when Kinsey was alive.
Freaking disgusting.
We now fund it through our tax dollars because IU gets hundreds of millions of dollars of our money every year. Next year is budget year for the legislators. I believe we need to go after IU's funding to stop the institute.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Keep in mind, there are a number of liberty-minded candidates on the ballot who have said they will join our efforts to stop the pornography and to go after IU and the Institute. Many of you are likely not aware also that in 2001, Lilly Pharmaceutical, Lilly Endowment, joined with the Gates Foundation, Bill Gates, and they laid the foundation for the indoctrination in the state of Indiana. They progressed over many years until they hit, well, actually in 2015, 2016, they set forth the Lilly Counseling Initiative. Our schools competed for it excitedly, and were doled out over $49 million throughout our entire state to bring to your children radical progressive social emotional learning. That is what's driving the indoctrination. That is what's driving critical race theory, although it's called culturally responsive teaching. This is what's bringing in the sexual grooming of our children. and the pornography. These entities dump those millions of dollars at the University of Indianapolis. We are home to it. We own it. Behind the walls of this very institution, our State House, laws have been crafted and passed that implemented the policies by which they are attacking the minds of our children. One such individual has been involved as House Education Chairman. John talked about him, Bob Bailey. He's been in office 30 years. Our education system has plummeted in 30 years. Our children are being indoctrinated at a massive level. They are data tracked, data mined, and they are being sexualized in every sense of the term. 30 years is a long time for anybody to be in office. He passed a bill that he proudly proclaims, which was HB 1134, that it would have stopped CRT and critical race theory. It would have stopped sexualization. That's not what that was going to do. Unfortunately, many of you were lied to. We were all lied to. They said that bill was going to stop it. How do you stop something when the ultimate arbiter in any violations is the very department that is instituting it into the classroom? You cannot put the Indiana Department of Education in charge of any violations the teachers are instituting in the classroom. They had no intent of really stopping it. This bill would have also allowed schools to send children for medical, behavioral, and mental health services without parental consent. As the bill progressed, Representative Cook did not tell the legislatures when he offered his amendment that included these violations. He did not tell them that was included in his amendment. Many of them did not read it. Many of them did not read the bill, the full bill. They voted for it. They own it. I don't care. They can't deny it. We keep telling them, you instituted parental rights violations in that bill. It would have opened the door to the CDC's whole school, whole community, whole child program. They are setting things up so that the schools will be everything to your children. You will drop them off at the door in the morning, and you will pick them up later in the evening, and they will provide everything: medical, mental health, abortions, the whole 9 yards, transgender services, gender ideology, all of it. You can go right to the CDC website and look up the whole school, whole community, whole child program, and you'll see what it is. Sadly, Bob didn't have time, as John alluded to give our clean bill, SB 17, a hearing. It was the only bill that was straight up would have stopped pornography. These legislatures in these halls were given stacks of books that parents and grandparents are finding throughout our entire state, and they did nothing. This is the second year. That's inexcusable.
Yes.
Inexcusable.
They are.
We cannot allow this to continue. We must remember that on Tuesday. We cannot allow these same people who have aligned themselves with the teachers' unions, Big Pharma, and the globalists to continue to destroy our country. We, the people, must demand more. Our schools have drifted away from academics and instead have now focused on teaching our children what the government wants them to know, based on values, attitudes, behaviors, and beliefs. Parents who send their children to these indoctrination camps will no longer have influence over their children as they see fit. I know it seems overwhelming, but there's something we all can do. Whether it's attending school board meetings, running for school board, running for local, county, or state office. As I mentioned, we call it the Nehemiah story. We are all in this together. Pick up your sword and go to work. Rebuild your portion of the wall, and then reach over and link arms with the community next to you and help them rebuild theirs. Together, we can take back our communities, our state, our country. But it starts with getting to the polls this Tuesday and voting to remove the people who have taken us down this path. They must be removed from office and replaced with liberty-minded people who are dedicated to preserving that which our country was founded on. This is our fight. This is our state. This is our country. We are here today to tell them we're taking it back. God bless you all for coming. May God bless the great state of Indiana. May God bless the United States of America. And may God bless President Trump. Thank you.
Thank you. So we haven't done this yet today, but how about we recite our Pledge of Allegiance? I'll start it off. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Awesome. Hopefully everybody can make it back over to our home base in Canby, because we got some information to share about some things going on next weekend. But I'd like to bring John Harder up here for our closing words.
It's John Eaton, everybody. Thank you, all you Patriots, for coming out here today. I just like to let everybody know I go by Indy Pureblood. I'm an unjuiced rhino hunter, MAGA deplorable, and I stand for the flag and kneel for my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. With that being said, how many people believe we're in the middle of a spiritual battle right now? And with this battle, we need some strong men to step up. We need strong men of faith, strong men of God, and strong men to step up as leaders. We can't keep putting it in the mama bear's laps to do the dirty work for us. Unfortunately, being under a Democratic rule and tyranny for the last few years, up until Trump got in and fixed some things, we reverted back to some things, and good times made a lot of weak men. A lot of weak men made a lot of strong women. Well, it's time for us men, because there's still a lot of good, strong men out here. It's time for us men to stand up with these women and help this fight and help get this turned around again. They can't do it on their own. So I would like to encourage everybody to be leaders, help these women, help Purple for Parents, help organizations like that that's looking out for our kids, because it's responsible for us to bring these future leaders up. We need to instill back in these kids the love of community, the love of God, the love of country, the love of family, and the love of the veterans and the soldiers that give everything so that we can have the freedoms to do what they want to do in this great country. So let's help instill that into our kids. Let's get together with these moms and these great women. And one more thing I'd like to highlight. I don't know how many people here have family in other states, but we have primaries coming up, and I'd like to highlight some key races in some other states. So if you have family in Minnesota, we got a patriot up in Minnesota by the name of Royce White. You need to get Royce White's name up there. He's running against Ilhan Omar. He's an America First. He stands for parental rights in the schools. He's against CRT, and he's a patriot. He's going to stand for us. We need to get people to stand for Royce White. In New York, we got Joe Pinion running against Chuck Schumer. We need to get behind Joe Pinion. We need to get Chuck's ass out of there. We need to do that soon. Also in New York, we got Tina Forte running against AOC. We need to get AOC out there. We need to put her back in the bars. We need to put her back into bartending. So let's get out and support those three, pass the word, and let's not forget Indiana here. Anybody that's in John Jacobs' district, he and Kurt Nicely, to be honest with you, are the only two in the House that's doing anything for the Indiana people. We need to research these candidates in your district, get people in there that's going to back them up, and get these rhinos flushed out of here. And I'm gonna cut this short, but I hope to see everybody back out at Canby. Let's keep partying, let's keep rolling, let's keep this patriotic vibe going, and let's carry it to election Tuesday. That's right. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, look, that's perfect timing. And then the rain starts falling down. All right, what do you want to do? You want to drive around the city and make some noise or what?
Sure. What the heck? I got a lot of gas left.
Me too. Me too.
My horn keeps overheating.
overheated 3 times.
I don't even have a horn no more. I got those little air horns.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly, I missed my granddaughter's birthday party to be here. I gotta go see her.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm on both. I Facebook live stream on American Boy Official, and my YouTube is Nicole Robinson.
I knew your first name. I didn't know your
Yep.
last name. What to look up.
Yep.
Are you going to camping?
No, I missed she's not my biological, but my grandbaby's birthday today, and so I'm leaving here to go see her.
That's important.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You too.
The pastor has opened the building up for us for the rest of the night. They support everything. They have did everything for us the whole time we've been there. We have some big news about next weekend. I'm going to tell everybody when we get there, and I'm telling you, everybody's going to do this. It's only about an hour and a half away from us, so it's a very short trip to Maryland. I came from Maryland. I'm going back to Maryland, and I'm coming back to this event. I'll tell you, that's how big this event is. So we're going to do that, okay? And we're going to run around town here a little bit, waste some gas.
Yes.
I got too much gas left. I filled this morning. But then we're going to convoy back to the ministry, and you can just follow us. You follow us the whole way. And yeah, all you have to do is follow the guy with the big plywood with the signs and everything.
Follow the car in front of you.
He's going to lead us, and when we run out of here, he's the guy we're following. Yes, you cannot run stoplights. We're not breaking any laws.
You're better than I am because I did it the whole time.
I'm not going to say I did. I'm saying again. But these people here in this house right here work for us. Okay, we got to remember that. I know Brian Basie here, but I'll say my name's Brian. These people work for us. Let's let them know that. Sure. So yes, everybody can invite back. We have donuts.
Yeah, we're gonna convoy around the city a little bit, and then I'll be headed back. Yeah.
Okay, we might convoy with you guys
Maryland,
for a few minutes, and then we gotta head back. I have my son's caregiver just for about an hour or so.
Well, I missed my oldest grandbaby's birthday to be here, so I'm gonna go see her.
Spot here and help run this, get it going today, and we still have a lot of day left. Don't leave down, go home, come back to where we are. Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna hop off here, guys, so I can get to my car and get set up. I'll try and live stream on Facebook, maybe. He loves me.
Oh yes, love her.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Are you coming back?